to tonight's F-Bomb. You know, April Fool's Day is a fun time to pull pranks. Why, just this morning, Chris Brown went on the Today Show and told Matt Lauer about how much he now respects women. And then he said he'd never lip sync again, and Matt mentioned how hard he fought to keep Ann Curry. Good times. It's April Fool's. But here's the thing. When a respected polling company like Gallup decides to punk all of America with a poll on April 1st, I call shenanigans. Gallup's April 1st poll said the #1 complaint about the GOP was that they were too inflexible and unwilling to compromise. Come on, Gallup. Nice joke. The GOP inflexible? Are you kidding me? This is the party that came up with the individual health care mandate and then cheered when Governor Romney did it in Massachusetts. But when Barack Obama supported it, they proved themselves to be flexible enough to oppose it. They were flexible like a yoga teacher on roofies. How can you call inflexible a party whose minds are open to being closed about something they were once open to? Republicans criticized Obama for doing TARP, which they supported back when President Bush was the one actually doing it. So in this case, they were flexible enough to ruin the economy when Bush was president and then resist fixing it when Obama became president. Hey, believe it or not, some Republicans were even once for gun control and even voted for the assault weapons ban back when gun violence victim Ronald Reagan was also for it. But when their patrons at the NRA ordered them to never vote against guns, the Republicans were once again flexible enough to change their position. See, when it comes to their integrity, some Republicans always have the safety off. And that's Kundalini, by the way. And speaking of Reagan, he never balanced the budget. He banned torture. He raised the debt ceiling. He raised taxes 11 times. He negotiated with our enemies and gave amnesty to millions of illegal immigrants. Today's Republicans are so mentally double-jointed that they can manage to despise all of that while still wearing their Reagan pajamas to bed every night after mom reads their Ayn Rand bedtime stories. And let's not forget, this is a party that made Mitt Romney, a world-class flip-flopper, its standard bearer, while simultaneously hating him. That's the kind of supple elasticity that makes the GOP the ideological equivalent of spandex, reversible spandex. So in the world of politics, there is no more flexible party than the Republican Party. You see, powerful lobbies have a way of opening and expanding Republicans' minds. They're like the modern Timothy Learys, proponents of the timeless philosophy, tune in, turn on, sell out. And if you still think the GOP is inflexible, just wait till you see all the GOP contortionism to come on the issue of gay marriage over the next 2 years. As more Americans accept gay people, more Republicans are willing to accept gays as people. Except for Lindsey Graham, because he said in his own words, he ain't gay. And he is the straightest straight line in the Senate. Lindsey Graham is so straight he will never bend or yield or be versatile or switch in any way. Because Gallup, this may be a gag poll, but your poll made Lindsey Graham gag. One final note. It must be said that Democrats don't do very well in this poll either, but Democratic lawmakers have vowed to try to win over these respondents by putting even more effort into folding and caving on the issues their base believes in. That's Viewpoint for tonight. I'd like to thank my panel, writer, comedian, and on-air correspondent for the FX series Totally Biased with W. Kamau Bell, Janine Brito, Lee Camp of the Moment of Clarity web show on leecamp.net, and Lee Papa of the Rude Pundits Almanac. Have a great evening, everyone, from all of us here at Viewpoint. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. I'm John Fugelsang. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Good night, Mom.